What's up, guys? First off, before I start this video, if you love music, please drop me the thumbs up emoji in the comments. All right, so the reason I had the music going in the beginning is to raise the energy. Everything's about energy. Some days you're not going to feel like going to the gym, and you need to do whatever it is that motivates you and helps raise your energy so that you can go to the gym. So for me, talking on camera, even though I may make it look easy, it's not the easiest thing for me to do. So I have to raise the energy levels so I can bring the energy on camera. So anyways, I have you guys here to deliver some valuable content to you guys. So this video is going to be about how you can create more time and more money to invest into an online fitness coach or an online fitness coaching program. All right, so follow along. If you're listening at this point in the video, I know your attention spans are short these days due to social media. If you're still listening along, give me a one, comment a one in the comment section. All right, so I'm going to share my screen with you guys. And we will get started. Give me one moment. All right, screen share. Here we go. I wanted to do this live, but I couldn't figure out how to integrate Zoom and Facebook simultaneously. So anyways, we're going to do it this way. So bear with me here. All right, let's get this party started. All right. How you can create money and time to invest in an online fitness coach. Let's take a look at your schedule. So we're going to start with your time first. Everyone has 24 hours each day. We each spend our 24 hours differently. So my question for you guys, how are you currently spending yours? And I want you to get out a pen and paper and write this stuff down, guys, because when you write things down, it's more powerful. And this is also a way that you can hold yourself accountable by seeing what you wrote down. All right, so if you have your pen and your paper, I want you to write all of this down. So number one, well, let's just start with, how are you currently spending your time? Everyone has 24 hours each day. All right, number one, how many hours do you sleep per day? So write that down. Most people try to get an average of 8 hours a day for sleep. How many hours do you work per day? Again, most people work 40. If they work a 9 to 5, you work 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, which is 40 hours a week. So write down how many hours you work. It may be less, it may be more. Write that down for you. So these top two, sleep and work, if you're an adult, are very important. So those two, let's just go ahead and say like that. I mean, unless you can fully function on less than 8 hours of sleep, and unless you only work part-time or you work for yourself or something, more than likely you work 8 hours per day on 5 days. So 8 and 8. So those two already we've used 16 hours of the day. All right, so let's keep going with this. I just wanted to plant that seed. So number three, how many hours do you work per week? So again, most do 40. Write down whatever that is for you. Number four, how much time do you spend on social media per day? So whatever that is for you, give an average estimate. I think the iPhones, I have the iPhone XS, and I think somewhere in the settings or the user, it lets you know like how much time you spend on certain applications. And I feel like I saw when I checked it that I did 5 hours. I think it was at 5 hours per day or something like that. All right, number five, how much time do you spend daily watching TV, shows, Netflix, YouTube, or TikTok? So write that down, whatever that is, an estimate. And if you don't know, it's good to think about it and try to figure it out. So this is how we're going to create more time, because one of the biggest excuses that I hear for people not going to the gym or not going to the grocery store to buy groceries for food prep is, I don't have time. So you have time. Everyone has 24 hours. You have to figure out where you can shave time to create time. All right, number 6, how much time do you spend with family per week? So write that down. Number 7, how much time do you spend hanging out with friends per week? Write that down. Number 8, how much free time do you give yourself each day? So that's just free time. Like, it could be anything. It could be, I'm in California, so that could be sitting at the beach. You're just chilling on the sofa, chilling on the patio, free time. Number 9, how much time do you spend learning or at school each day? Write that down. And number 10, how much time do you spend reading per day? So what this is going to do, this is going to give you an idea of how you're spending your time. So again, I want to plant another seed in relation to your goals. I'm a fitness guy, so I'm assuming if you're watching this, you're here because of fitness. So out of all 10 of these questions, like I said, sleep, work, certain ones are going to be more important than others. So, in relation to your particular fitness goal, what areas can you identify that aren't helping you get to your goal? That you're spending time on that aren't helping you get to your goal? All right, so here's some statistics of how people on average spend their time on certain things. As of 2019, the average daily social media usage of internet users worldwide amounted to 144 minutes per day. That's up from 142 minutes in the previous year. So it's increasing. So we're spending more time on social media. That was 2019. It's 2020. We're almost into year 2021. So I could only imagine that that's increasing. Moving on, in 2017, an average US consumer spent 238 minutes, which is 3 hours and 58 minutes, daily watching TV. It's a lot of time watching TV. According to a Nielsen report, United States adults are watching 5 hours and 4 minutes of television per day on average. That's 35 and a half hours per week, which is slightly more than 77 days per year. Guys, that is a lot of time watching TV. Like, what benefits are you gaining from watching so much television? And again, I don't watch a lot of TV, but I do a lot of YouTube and sometimes on Netflix. So I could ask myself the same question if there's a goal that I want to partake in and I'm using the I don't have time excuse. So just think about that. Moving on. Single people spend an average of 40 minutes per day on leisure and sports. Leisure includes relaxing, listening to music, reading for fun, watching TV, using the computer or the internet to pursue your own personal interests, and going to artistic, cultural, or entertainment events. So, those are some statistics for you guys. All right. So, now take a moment and think about your goal. I want you to ask yourself, this is really important. Why is your goal important to you? But you're asking yourself, so it would be, why is my goal important to me? On that same piece of paper that you should already have out, I want you to write down your goal and then write down why it's important to you. Why is it important that you achieve this goal? Write that down. Again, when you write these things down, it gives them power. You see them on paper, it gives them more power than you just thinking it or saying it to a friend. I promise you. Now that you're thinking about your goal, what less important areas from the previous list could you reduce the amount of time you spend on in order to create more time to work on your goals? I want you to write them down. while you're writing those down, note that whatever it is that you're doing, it's either helping you get closer to your goal or it's preventing you from getting closer to your goal. There's literally no in between. All right, let's keep it moving. So now that we've created time, so that's how you create time. If you need to go back, just rewind this video. It's pre-recorded. We're not live, so just run back the time. Look at the list if you didn't get to write it down, and then we'll catch you back up right here. So let's move on. Let's create money. This is the big one, because the next excuse besides time, I don't have enough time, I don't have time, it's too expensive, I can't afford it. So here's how you can afford it. Change the way you think, guys. Change it before you just opt out and say I can't afford it. Ask yourself, how can I afford it? Here's how you can. How do you create money? There are two ways. Either you earn more or you reduce the amount you spend on certain expenses. In this case, we're going to reduce some of the money that's being spent on your expenses. And the reason I say in this case, because I don't know your situation, and this is about fitness. So we're going to keep it there. So we're going to reduce some of the money that's been spent on your expenses, the unnecessary expenses. Now, let's take a look at your expenses. Your expenses, I like to call this program, or call this, faster. And as you can see, I have faster written vertically. So the F represents food, so groceries, fast food, etc. The A represents alcohol. The S represents smoking. The T represents treating yourself, shopping, vacation, trips, self-care, etc. The E represents entertainment, sports, casinos, games, theater, movies, clubs, subscriptions, and so on. And then the R represents restaurants, which is dining out, brunch, drinks at the bar, and etc. All right, so faster. Here's some stats, some statistics of how people on average spend their money on certain things. The average American spends $232 per month eating meals prepared outside of the home. Given that there's 18.2 meals eaten outside the home in an average month by the average American, the average meal outside the home costs a person $12.75. So let's say that you eat away from home 5 times per week. I'm just giving you an idea of where your money's going. That's $63.75. That's $63.75 a week. If you do that every week, that's $255 a month, which equals $3,000.60 per year. It's a lot of money. What could you do with an extra $3K a year if you just kind of chilled out? Maybe not $3K. Let's just say we cut that. Even if we cut that number in half, what could you do with the extra $1,500 a year? What could you do with that? Think about it. All right, moving on. According to the National Cancer Institute, the average cost of a pack of cigarettes is $6.28, which means a pack-a-day habit sets you back $188 per month. It's a lot of money, guys. Or $2,292 per year. 10 years of smoking comes with a $22,920 price tag. That's a lot of money, guys. So, and if you're trying to get in shape, you're trying to be healthy, smoking is not helping you do that. What could you do with an extra $2,000 per year? What could you do with that? Maybe you should write that down also. All right, let's move on. Spending $161 per month on clothing and services is average for adults. Middle-aged adults spend about $50 or more per month. And then moving on, the average household spends $2,482 a year on entertainment. And I'm guessing that's some of the other expenses might fall into this category too. Break this down. This adds up, to break this down, this adds up to a little over $200 a month spent on entertainment. So like that's an area, like you don't have to have entertainment. You don't have to smoke cigarettes. Like those are areas where you can reduce the amount you're spending on those expenses. And then the last one, after all, haircuts and soap are rather essential. They are. Um, the average annual cost of such items per household is $707, which equals about $60 per month, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics in 2016 Consumer Expenditure Survey. So there's that. Just to give you an idea of how people on average spend their money on certain things. All right, so back to faster. Hope you still got that piece of paper and that pen out. It's time to write some things down. How much money do you spend on groceries and fast food per week? Give me an estimate. Or if you have time later, calculate it all up, figure it out. You should. You should be doing a budget anyways. How much money do you spend on alcohol per week? That's at the store, at the bar, buying shots, drinks, club, anywhere, alcohol per week. How much money do you spend on tobacco, nicotine, or marijuana products per week? So figure all that up, total it, write it down. How much money do you spend treating yourself per week? How much money do you spend on entertainment per week? How much money do you spend on restaurants per week? So add all these up, write them down. All right. Identify the areas that are not helping you get to your goals. What areas from your faster list could you spend less money on in order to create more money to invest in a mentor or coach that will help you get to your goal faster and more efficiently? So like I said before, like the alcohol, I'm just going to give you some hints. Alcohol, you don't need alcohol. Alcohol is empty calories. So it's not a necessity. So if you're someone, especially if you're someone that's trying to lose fat, that alcohol should definitely be a category you start spending less money on, if any, on it, because it's not helping you get to your goal. Even if you're trying to build muscle, it's not helping you. Smoking is not helping you. So there's another area. Treating yourself. Yes, you should treat yourself, but can you treat yourself less? Save, get to your goal, and then treat yourself. Entertainment, again, it's not a necessity. It's more of a want. It fulfills that need for instant gratification, right? Is that an area you could reduce the amount you spend on? And then restaurants like dining out, brunch, drinks at the bar. More than likely, these places you're going to, you're not getting the food you probably should be eating that's going to help you get to your fitness goals. So is this an area that you could reduce the amount of money you're spending in this category? All right. All right. So write that down. Again, I'm going to keep moving so this video is not forever. If you need to pause it, add it up, figure it out, write it down. All right, let's keep moving. How much did you save by reducing the amount of money spent towards unnecessary expenses? Here's some stats to give you an idea of some of the things that you'll need in order to be able to invest in your fitness journey, a personal trainer, an online fitness coach or program. All right. So the average investment for a gym membership can range anywhere from $10 to $100 per month. So 10 being the lowest on average, and then 100 being the highest on average. Some may be less, some may be more. We're working with the average here. All right. The average investment for a personal trainer can range anywhere from $30 to $150 per week, depending on the trainer. Each trainer charges different prices. All right. or each gym that has their own personal trainer staff, they charge differently from other companies. All right. The average investment for an online fitness coach can range anywhere from $25 to $125 per week, again, on average. So, by eliminating expenses that aren't helping you get to your goal and reducing costs from areas that you can, you should be able to afford at least a minimal investment towards a program that will help you get to your goal. So, take some time, go back, look at your expenses, and first off, go back to your goal. Why is your goal important to you? If it's really important to you, it should make cutting costs from unnecessary spending easy. If it's important to you, if it's not, then I can't afford it. I don't have time, right? Because if it is important, then it's like, I'll make the time. If it is important, then your mindset will change to how can I afford it? I don't need this. So let me stop spending money here. It's not helping me get what I want to get anyways. Let me stop spending that money here and put that into myself, a gym membership, a personal trainer, or a fitness coach online, or an online fitness coaching program, right? Just think about it, guys. It's all a mindset. All of your wins, all I do is win, win, win. That is a mindset. I played that song on purpose. You have to get in that mindset. I want to win. I'll do whatever it takes to win because this is important to me. If it's not important to you, why do it? Why waste your time on it? That's more time you could spend doing on something else that you want to do. Maybe that's Netflix. Maybe that's chilling at the beach. Whatever. Maybe that's hanging with friends, whatever it is. So I wanted this to be live, so this is the chance to ask questions. Again, this is pre-recorded, but if you guys have watched this video all the way through and you have questions, drop your questions in the comment section and I will, as quickly as possible, respond to your questions. If you don't feel comfortable asking the question in the Facebook group or on Instagram, wherever I place this video, send me a DM with your questions and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I hope that you guys liked this video. I hope that you found it valuable. If you did find it valuable and you liked this video and you want to see more videos like this, please do me a favor, hit the like button. And if you can, share it. If not, cool. I'll see you guys on the next video. Enjoy the rest of your day.